Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be making this cute little handbag. So to start off, this is the fabric that I chose. This was my African print fabric, and then I just took a dinner plate and then I drew a circle. The diameter of this dinner plate is about 11 inches, and then I just went on to cut that out with the scissors. And then after that I folded it in half right in the middle, and then I just pressed it down so that I could get a line there, which I now used to cut that little fabric circle in half. So this is basically going to be the shape of our little handbag. And then I measured the long part, the curved edge, from that end to that end, and I got about 16 inches. But then I just added about 4 inches extra just to make sure that it's like really long. And then these are some of the other pieces that I cut. And then after I'd cut out all my pieces, I now pinned my little fabric pieces onto some interfacing. This is hard interfacing, it's not the light kind of interfacing. And then I just cut that out. Then after cutting, I now went on to iron all my fabric pieces with the interfacing. So after ironing, there are all my pieces. Then I now took the half circle pieces and the bottom part of the little purse, and then I attached them. So at first I just pinned them with my little pegs, then I now went on to sew them on the sewing machine. Then I had also attached the other side, and then I sewed that down as well. So this is what I have at the moment. So now I have the sides and the bottom. Then for the top part, I now took my 2 long fabric pieces and then I attached the zip. So the first thing that I would do is to sew the zip onto the little fabric strip. Then after that I would turn it inside out, and then I would also top stitch, and I did this for both sides of the zip. And mind you, I use a zipper foot for this, it's much easier. Usually sewing machines come with a little zipper foot that you can remove and put instead of your normal regular sewing foot.
All the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight.
So at that point the top part with the zip was done. Then I now went on to join it to the sides and the bottom, and I did this by just putting pins and just joining it on the edge like that. So you need to use as many pins as you can. Then after that I now went on to do a tacking stitch on that side. After doing the tucking stitch, then I now went on to stitch. I also stitched the other side. So at that point I was already done joining my sides, and the bottom and the top part of the little purse were all joined together. So before I turn it inside out, I will now take my black fabric pieces. These are just basically this almost the same size of fabric dimensions that I used to cut the African print pieces, except the only difference is on the longer side, on the longer pieces, I will have to fold in that edge and then iron it. You'll see why I have to do this later. So I just make sure that I fold the edges and then I iron them like that. Then I'll now go on to join all the pieces, and this is the lining. Then I turn it inside out. And then I sort of insert the bag inside that lining pouch, and then I make sure that I line that edge that I folded in and ironed. I align it like right next to the zip, and then I pin it. Then I went on to do a hemming stitch or invisible stitch right there. So at that point I'd already done the stitch, and then I turned it inside out. So as you can see now, our purse is starting to take shape. Then for the handles, these were 16 inches long by 2.5 inches wide, and then I also ironed on some interfacing. And then I folded them on the edges 2 times and also folded them in half, and then I went on to stitch them on the sewing machine. So there are my little handles ready to be attached to the little purse. Then I just measured and marked where each handle is supposed to go, and make sure that it's the same for the other side as well. Then I just pinned them down. Then I went on to sew the handles on the sewing machine. So after stitching the handles, this is what it looks like. Then to cover the raw edges, I used these little leather pieces, and I just basically just folded them into little triangles like that. Then I'll just glue them onto the ends of the handles. So at that point the purse is basically done. So I hope you guys really liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to be doing more little purse tutorials in the future. Bye.